Hey everyone, Ross Bernhardt here at the CHARGED.fm studios in Dumbo, Brooklyn, and with me from Nashville, Tennessee is rock group Vinyl Thief. Vinyl Thief, thank you. We've got Grayson and Logan from Vinyl Thief. Thank you guys so much for making the trek up here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so are you guys all from Nashville, or is that kind of just where you ended up meeting down there?
It's where we ended up going to school.
Okay.
And we all grew up together down an hour south of there, Columbia, Tennessee, small
Okay.
little town. Went to high school together. And yeah, been doing this a while together.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like there are a lot of really cool bands coming out of Nashville right now, or that are starting to get pretty big. I mean, what is it about the city? Do you think that it is still? I mean, it's not like it's not a big musical place anymore, because it's always been a very cultural epicenter for musicians and things like that. But what is it? What does the city of Nashville mean to you guys as far as a band and a place to really create solid music?
It feels like a great place to have a good competition in a way, where you feel like every show you go to, everyone plays great. So you're always seeing a lot of talent, and it just kind of helps you become better because you're surrounded by it.
I think too, it's affordable. I mean, it allows you to spread out and have some space to breathe and kind of, have time to explore things that you wouldn't if you were, constrained more by finances or whatever. It's very affordable there. I guess it's starting to go up because people are talking about it more or whatever. But it seems easier, just to think there sometimes, I guess, if that makes sense.
To focus more on the music instead of other monetary demands.
Whereas like if we were to live in New York or whatever, we'd have to spend a lot more time at day jobs and stuff that we didn't want to do. Whereas in Nashville, we get more time to just focus on what we love doing, So.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. You guys had your new EP Stop Motion just come out on February 4th. What's the reaction been like to that? Are you guys pleased with what you've heard so far?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah. We hired a bunch of really cute girls to do PR for us. And you can scratch that. Just kidding. No, but yeah, we've had a great team behind it, and we've been really, really excited with the reaction. And we haven't put out music in so long, so it was.
We've been working on
about
songs.
time.
Yeah, some of those songs, like one has been on there. I mean, one we worked on for like 2 years or so. So it was good to just finally have it out there and people react to it. So.
Yeah, and it seems like it's coming from a very real place. I mean, it's you've got the lush, electronic kind of synth sounds, but it doesn't deter from the realness of the music. I mean, tell me about kind of where this album comes from for you guys.
Well,
or the EP, I guess, not the album.
The EP is definitely linked to the album.
Yes.
I guess the EP is kind of focused around like the idea of escapism or whatever, and I know Smooth deals with just like getting away from these problems and stuff that you have, and the EP ends with Stop Motion, where it's like you kind of take a second to step back and look at it and look at what's going on and take stock, I guess. But it's just, I mean, like we said, we've been working on some of this for such a long time, and so life happened, and just sometimes you just got to get away from that. And I think that's kind of where it came from, and it was interesting to realize, for me, I mean, we haven't been doing this that long, but it's crazy how you don't really realize that all the songs are being influenced by that and stuff like that. There's a little piece of that in every song, and you don't realize that until the end, when it's all recorded and you can listen back and be like, oh wow, this all makes sense together. And that was a really cool feeling, to be able to sit back and realize that. So.
Okay. You guys are playing tonight at Pianos in New York.
Right.
What do you guys love most about playing live and playing for a crowd?
I think it's probably the reaction and just being able to be in a room with a bunch of people. And when you write music, the four of us, we can be really into it and we love it. And that's kind of our main goal. We just want to make music we like. But it's great when we can perform that and get other people on board.
And that's what you feed off of as a musician, as like any artist, I guess, I mean, some people say, you don't care what the crowd thinks or whatever, but you really do feed off the energy that like people give you, you know, in return. And you can get so in your own head, you know, and then when you hear the reaction from people, and it's like, it really helps. It's so refreshing to finally be out there and have new music out there, and it's really cool to see people singing along and stuff like that. It's great. So,
what's the best thing that could happen for you guys at one of your concerts, like when you're playing live? What's the best thing that could occur during one of your shows?
The best thing that could happen would be people go from looking down to looking up.
that's true.
And then after that, if we got them there, we can take them.
Yeah.
But it's really just, you know, people have a million things that they can be distracted by. And when they're there at your show and they're giving you 30 minutes to an hour of their life, then that's really all you can ask for.
They can't get that time back, so we're glad that they give it to us.
And you'll make it worth it.
Yeah. One of the best things about live too is, I mean, we played a show, Joy Formidable, at House of Blues in Boston, and there was this one point during the set where we all remember this specifically, where we were in the middle of a song and for some reason we all just like stopped in the middle of the song and looked at each other, and it was kind of a weird moment, like why did we all just do that, and then picked it up right again and went into it. And those are the things, like those little things here and there that aren't planned, that are, I feel like that's exciting for the audience, and it's, you know, equally as exciting for us. Those are the things that really get you going. So I love those.
So we love to talk about live shows here and you know, experiences that you guys had. What's the best show that you guys have ever seen live?
I saw the Flaming Lips in Nashville at the Ryman, and that was one of the best shows because usually you go to a show and it seems very planned out. It seems like it has a certain tone where it's like two-sided, you know, like the crowd and the performer. It's two-sided, and it's almost like you're watching it on TV. But the Flaming Lips, it was almost like a birthday party where, like, from the second it started, like they were on stage watching the opening band, just hanging out. And then when the opening band ended, they just walked out or setting up their stuff.
Yeah, like Wayne Coyne's out there setting up his own gear, which is admirable, you know? Like, and people are going crazy, they're yelling for him and stuff, but he's just up there like plugging in his stuff, and it's just like that's how those guys are. And I remember that specifically, like being just, these guys, they're here just because they love doing it. That's the vibe they get off. That was a good show. I saw Sigur Rós recently, and that was just like, that's a spiritual experience, you know? They completely take you into their world with them, you know? And they're so weird, like they're so otherworldly.
So eccentric.
Yeah, they're so otherworldly, and they have somehow figured out how to bring everyone to that other world with them at their shows, and it's like, it's mind-blowing, it's incredible.
It's on my bucket list for sure.
It was mine, and man, it was amazing, so. What else? U2 was great. We saw a 360 tour. That was just the biggest, most massive show we'll ever see.
With a show like that, it's probably like with a band of that scale, they take, if you can do anything in a live setting, that's what they have at their like dispense. You know, they can do the biggest show with the best sound, the best video, and I mean they use it to their advantage.
What's something that people might not know about you guys?
I'm trying to think what people do know about us.
There's a lot of that.
Well, people, I think there wasn't an answer.
Or something that people might be surprised.
We don't have good answers.
Like any surprising skills or obscure talents that you guys have?
Well, 3 of us were in marching band in high school.
Oh.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, not Grayson, but we all were friends in high school, and that's kind of how 3 of us met. Andrew, the drummer, and Sam, the keyboard player. They were both drum captains, and they were incredible drummers. And our marching band was really big. It was like 400 people.
Wow.
We did competitions all year. And I don't know, that it was in high school. That's like one of the worst things you can do if you want to be popular.
Oh, I've got a good one Sam, our keyboard player, used to not like me and didn't want me in the band when I first joined.
Wow.
He won't like me for saying this, but he
So we're back in the same boat.
he didn't want a singer in the band for a while. Just
Want to be instrumental?
Yeah, that is one thing when because like we were just friends hanging out, and we didn't really have like a plan of like we're gonna be this cool band that sounds like this.
Yeah.
It was more like we learned how to play one scale on the guitar.
We all learned how to
Yeah.
play our instruments and sing together. Like we literally started from not knowing to moving forward together.
So before Grayson lived in the town we all grew up in, we were a band, but we didn't have a singer for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about like, should we get a singer? And
I will say, Sam had great keyboard melodies that could have been a vocalist singing. Like you could take it.
Yeah, it was really funny though because we kept writing songs and they weren't like instrumental. We didn't want to be instrumental. We were just like, well, we don't have a singer, so we'll just we'll figure it out.
He warmed up
later.
to me eventually.
Yeah.
So.
Obviously.
Until now.
Until now, this is where it all falls apart. So what's up for you guys in 2014? I know you've got the album that's set to drop sometime in the spring, but what else is on your plate?
Doing a lot of touring. I guess South by Southwest is kind of when that all starts up.
Okay.
So we'll be on the road a lot, and then releasing. Yeah, we have a full-length album we're gonna be releasing soon, which we're excited about. And other than that, touring is all I can name. Just gonna be on the road a lot because we're excited to do that. You know, we're excited to take the EP and the album out to all the markets we haven't been yet, which is a lot. So we're just gonna get out there and do it.
And the album's called Fathom.
Album's called
Fathoms. Okay.
Yes.
So be on the lookout for that. Where can people find you online?
You just do vinylthief.com or Facebook, Twitter, all just /vinylthief, iTunes. Yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in today. It was a pleasure talking
thank
to you. Vinyl Thief, Grayson, and Logan. Look out for the EP, which is out now, and the album Fathoms coming out later this spring. And for Vinyl Thief, I'm Ross Bernhardt. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Hey, we're Vinyl Thief. We're at CHARGED.fm, and this song is called Smooth. I start to feel they can't find me here, won't find me here before I speak away from everything I know. I speak away. So let's go.